Hello. We are going to play with the JavaScript's arrow function together with the Python's function definition. Okay. We have a node. Make the node. Okay, I show you the version. It's version 6.5, and I'm going to show you Python's version. It's 3.5, and currently the interpreter is IPython. It's basically it's an interpreter. We currently use it as an interpreter with a lot help, online help. Okay. Let's check the arrow function syntax of JavaScript. Basically, we have basic syntax. I copied it from MDN, Mozilla Developer Network. It catalog as two level of syntax. The first basic, the second advanced. Okay, first the arrow functions syntax. Let's make an arrow function. Okay, suppose it's give it some statements, and that's it. Its basic syntax means you have a parameter list. Actually, in Python we call it arguments. Okay, parameter, you can give it n parameter, and statement is inside the brace curved parentheses. Then in the middle we have the fat arrow, the arrow. Actually, the arrow cannot have space inside it, of course. And in Python, we can see that it has this kind of, if we have only one expression as statement, we can omit the curly brace, we can omit the curly parentheses. And if we have only one parameter, single parameter, we can omit the parentheses around the parameter. Then if we have non-parameter, we must use an empty parenthesis. And of course, if we have only one expression as statement, we can omit the curly parentheses. Then we got some advanced syntax. It's to return an object. If we want the object get returned, the body function is the object, then we parenthesize it. Then we have the default parameter, rest parameter. Then we have destructing with the parameters. Okay, in Python, everything is, let's edit a Python. In Python, function has very simple syntax. What happened? Okay. No, we don't return. We just tell we are inside foo. Okay. This is Python's function syntax. It's very simple. If you want parameter, list it here. If you want to give it default value, give it. Okay. Let's test some. This is GS. Let's check the default value. Okay. We use console log. Okay. Then in Node.js, we use load. Okay, we got full because it has the default value. So let's try to call it without any parameter. It's okay. In IPython, we use run. And what's full? It tells us this is the full's definition. Okay, it's a function. Let's call it inside full. Okay, this is Python's function versus arrow function. Let's check the second syntax. This is what we just copied from the MDN, Mozilla Developers Network. Okay, the second syntax is omit the curly braces. Omit curlies equals, give it a default value, and arrow after arrow. Suppose console log is the expression. Then in the Python, we have lambda. Llama equals can we do this? Yes, we do. We did it. Okay, let's test the second syntax for inside the node REPL. Load it again. Then we have omit curly. It's 88. Let's give it another. It's 33. It's okay. Okay, we are going to move to the third syntax. It should be single parameter. Okay. Let's see, the parameter still, we call it x. Okay, let's load it. In Node, we use .load to load the file, and the file is just as we type it line by line inside the Node interpreter, so it's okay. Let's check the function. It's okay. In Python, no matter how many parameters you want to use, the function definition goes this way. So we don't need to check it. And empty statement, and this should be simple enough, we omit it. We are going to go to the rest. This will be interesting because it returns an object, but we are going to check the rest parameter anyway. Still, we are going to use the a.js. Okay, change the function. First, we have a parameter x, then we have rest. Okay, this is our rest PAM form, and reload it. Give it a lot parameter. Okay, we got the rest parameter. Function work normally. So Node version 6.5 work with the arrow function very well. And in Python, let's check how to use the similar way. We call it okay. First, we give it x, then it's a tradition, we call it args. And let's check its type first. Okay, let's run a.py. Also, I'll give it a lot parameter arguments. You can see the first parameter is 1. It's assigned to x. X is the parameter. The rest is the rest of the parameter. It's a tuple appeared here. So basically, for function and its parameter, we can, of course, we can implement them both in JavaScript, Node.js, and Python. The difference of these two languages, maybe it's beyond our ability to cover all the details. Basically, with the Node.js or JavaScript, we have event loop. So basically, we have set time out and set intervals. This kind of function, we can put everything in the single event loop, infinitive loop. And in Python, if we want to implement the same infrastructure, we need extra packages, libraries. For example, Twist, the framework, it can implement the event infrastructure in Python, but naturally it's quite different from JavaScript, because JavaScript is based on this the whole language is based on this single event loop. Let's check what happened in the similar function to the rest parameter as es6 JavaScript. We gave it asterisk before this args. The name args, it means plural arguments parameter. Arguments refer to the parameter in the JavaScript file. Okay. And this asterisk means the parameter get from function call will be packed inside a sequence data type. And we just learned that it's a tuple. It will give the rest parameter, push them into this tuple, and we can access this tuple inside our function. This is asterisk args, its meaning. It means packing and unpacking these parameters, arguments. S means plural. Actually, in Python, we can use packing and unpacking dictionary. V means vector. Vector is, in the language, actually, it's dictionary. It's key value. Okay. Let's see if we can do the vectors packing and unpacking. Okay, still run the py, and this time we are going to give it something different. A equals B equals. Okay, you can give it any data type, even object. What we got? We get the tuple, the packing of the parameter inside the tuple, and we get a dictionary with the keyword arguments, or in another word, named parameter. It's B equals string B, A equals string A. The sequence, the order of the named parameter get changed. Why? Because in dictionary of Python language, the key is actually hashed and saved in memory. So the sequence is not guaranteed. See, basically es6, this version of JavaScript specification gave us more freedom to use the function, arrow function, and its big advantage is the this keyword. It didn't just the syntax itself, it gave us other benefits from using arrow function. For example, this keyword and the scope and a lot advantage over together with the traditional function definition in JavaScript. And we found it the corresponding uses of function and the method to use function in Python. We found that Python gave us very straightforward and easy to use, easy to read, easy to write way to achieve everything, but they are different language. Python, they come by default with most Linux distributions as per another language, while JavaScript come by default with almost all browsers. So they cover different fields, and both of them have basic element as functions, variables, objects, and currently Node.js, it works on server side. Somehow overlap with the Python's fields, so it's why we put them side by side and play with the arrow function and Python's function definition. Okay, have a break. Thank you for your watching. Thank you.